Hello everyone, this is Rohit. Welcome back to our channel Rohit Chemistry. So today in this particular video, we are going to discuss about how to calculate temporary hardness using titration method. And this procedure, this method is quite interesting because to calculate temporary hardness, first we calculate total hardness and permanent hardness. So now, what chemicals are required to perform this practical in the chemistry laboratory? Very simple. First we need a water sample as a hard water. Second is that ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid as a standard solution, and EBT as a indicator aerochrome black tea and buffer solution to maintain the pH around 10. These chemicals are helpful to perform this experiment in the chemistry lab, right? So how to perform this experiment in chemistry lab? Before we discuss about performing this experiment, let me explain to you what is a hard water and what actually through this experiment we are trying to calculate. So basically, hard water is basically salt of calcium and magnesium, bicarbonates, sulfate and chlorides, right? There is a bicarbonate salt. If we boil the water, these bicarbonate salt get converted into carbonate, and this hardness is known as a temporary hardness. Temporary hardness. Alright, and these salt, if these salt are present in a water sample, then this type of hardness is known as a permanent hardness. Right, and if these three salt are present in a water sample, then this type of hardness is known as a total hardness. Right. So first, to calculate a temporary hardness, first we need to calculate total hardness, and after the boiling of water sample, we need to again calculation of the hardness, and this hardness will be the permanent hardness, because after boiling the water sample, carbonate get converted into bicarbonate get converted into the carbonate. It means this procedure will helpful to remove the temporary hardness, right? And last calculation is basically simple. If we subtract the permanent hardness from the total hardness, we can calculate a temporary hardness, right? So how to perform this experiment in the chemistry laboratory? Very simple. First, we fill the burette with EDTA solution, ethylene diamine tetraacetic solution, and pipette out water sample in a conical flask. Water sample in a conical flask. Add 1 to 2 ml of buffer solution, and 3 to 4 drops of EBT aerochrome black tea. Very simple. What is the mechanism or what is a final point appear in a conical flask? Very simple. Let me explain to you about EBT concept. So EBT in their original state is blue in color. Right? So when EBT add with water sample, it means hard water sample, it means calcium and magnesium form a complex with aerochrome black tea, and this complex show a wine red color. So before starting this procedure, your conical flask solution color is a wine red. So now what will be your final point conical flask color solution? Very simple. After that, we add EDTA from the burette. EDTA. So this EDTA displays this aerochrome black tea, and after a sufficient concentration of the EDTA, this aerochrome black tea completely displaced from this complexes and are separate, right? And this separate aerochrome black tea again show a blue color. So final point will be your blue color, right? So calcium and magnesium with EDTA and displaced EBT, and this will be your final point as a blue in color. So this whole procedure complete with a water sample before boiling, right? And this procedure give a total hardness trading, right? So after the boiling of water sample, we can remove the temporary hardness, and again we follow this particular whole procedure, right? So through this procedure, we can able to calculate a permanent hardness. And now, if the permanent hardness subtracted from the total hardness, then we can calculate for the temporary hardness. And right? So this, I hope so you understand what I'm trying to explain to you, how to calculate temporary hardness. So first we need to calculate total hardness. It means before the boiling of water sample, we can follow this procedure. So this procedure give you total hardness, and after the boiling of water sample, we titrate the water sample through this procedure, and this will give you a permanent hardness, right? If the permanent hardness substitute from the total hardness, and this will be give you temporary hardness. So through this procedure of titration, you can easily calculate a hardness of temporary hardness, right? I hope so you understand my point, what I'm trying to explain to you. If you like this video, then don't forget to subscribe our channel Rohit Chemistry. To see you in the next video. Thank you.